Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Here I am in my home in New York City, and I'm going to speak slowly because I know people are just joining us because we are going live at 4 o'clock, and it is now 4 o'clock. So we're going to get Fran on board, and I can't wait to see what you gals and guys are talking about, questions you may have for us, news that I want to share with you. It's going to be a really fun time. And so, hi, everybody. I see you coming in and joining. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I am in my home in New York City, and Fran is will be in her home in California. Yeah. I'm still getting ready. Can you believe it? Up until the last minute. Like, why is it that we have a lot of time to get ready, and then at the last minute, you're not ready? I think you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're going to try to bring Fran on, and off to the side. Oh, you I know, and I can't wait to see Fran. We have done an Instagram live together. We've done an Instagram live together in the past, so um, we're looking forward to catching up. And she's got some fun things going on. I don't know if you heard me. Fran has some great things going on in her life right now that I'm sure she's going to want to share with everybody. Thank you. I see my California gals in the house. And all you have to do is go on Instagram Live. By the way, for anybody who does tune in and can't stay the whole time, we keep this live on Laura Geller Beauty's Instagram page. It'll be posted there, so if you miss any part of it, don't even worry because it'll be there. So all the good deals and steals that I'm going to tell you about, like, will be live there, so not to worry. We're trying to get Fran, of course, technical difficulties, and believe me, it's not me doing it because I wouldn't even be able to do it if I tried. But I have my handy dandy off. Oh, we did
Hi
it.
there.
Hi, beautiful friend.
Yeah, it looks a little dark on my phone. You look much more bright to me.
Oh,
I wonder, does it look
okay.
dark to you?
I don't think so. Come look and see.
Yeah.
I have somebody. No, you look good. You don't look dark. I must admit, I put a ring light up.
Yes,
So,
I expected to have one up,
yeah,
but while I was
make it.
getting ready for
Yeah,
this,
up until the last minute, we got to do our little tweaks. Oh, that's a little bright. For a
no,
second, you look a little
I don't,
brighter.
you get the ring light on, please. Okay, but
Yeah,
and
I
I
think
was selling makeup and nobody set it up that it's bright enough for me. Or let me just move.
in my
Maybe this
opinion,
isn't
you
the
look
right
gorgeous.
spot.
She never looked, Fran, I don't even know if she hears me, but she never looks bad. You look gorgeous.
I don't know why my thing
Like it
looks
may
so
be what you were
dark.
looking in, but from my view, and I think everybody would agree, you look fine.
I'm just going to hold
Yeah.
it because I don't know why mine on me looks
Do
dark.
you do you
But you're
you
saying
have
it looks
do you have a
fine.
light? Do you have a ring light on you?
Why don't you get it out and see if that's going to work? Something about as bright as it gets.
We have Brazil and Argentina in the house. Oh
Oh,
my.
as how I'm big in Brazil and Argentina. South America is a beautiful place with wonderful
So
countries.
beautiful that I haven't been. Can
I
you
was
believe
on
it?
the beach yesterday with Angel Grace, my rescue dog's boyfriend's mom. And out of the blue, unsolicited, she said to me, I have to tell you, I love Laura Geller. And she said, and I love all their baked products. She was very specific about it. And I said, I always love to hear that, honestly. I mean, it really is a great company and a great product. And, I mean, I'm very proud to be the spokesperson for it.
Thank you.
And I said to her, I knew it was a good product because otherwise I honestly wouldn't be doing it. But it's always so gratifying that so many people that I know try it because of me.
Yeah.
because they know that I wouldn't say anything if it wasn't true, but that they want to tell me how much they love it. And it's just so nice. So
Fran,
kudos to you.
thank you. I was on a TV show, a local show in New York earlier this Monday, I think it was, and we were talking about CancerSchmancer because I'm a breast cancer survivor, and we were talking a little bit about it. And she said, "How did you get involved with Fran?" And I told her the backstory about when you were visiting mom and dad, and I think, can you tell it? Like, what did she have QVC on? Was
Yeah,
that?
yes. Is that the shopping? Well, I was just searching the guide and I saw Laura Geller Beauty.
And we
I
had
didn't
approached
even know
you,
what channel it was
QVC.
on. And for some reason, I said, Laura Geller Beauty, what's that about? And I clicked on it. I started watching it, and I swear to you, it might have just been like the following week or two that the company called me and asked me
That's what it
if I
was.
would be interested in being a spokesperson. And I said, yes, but I have to use the product. You got to send me everything. And I have to check out also, its purity and stuff, how it's made, all of that. And you guys were extremely patient with me. But, and I was like, I honestly didn't even know about the product. And then I see it at my mom's house. And then you call.
I,
It's
I,
like you gotta
yeah,
believe that there's something out there in the universe
I was
that
just
makes
thinking
a
that. Yeah,
difference. They're
I
guiding
told
us,
that
they're
story.
moving us. We don't even know. We think we're in control. My mom always said that her grandmother said, man plans and God laughs because it's really not, none of it is up to us
It really,
except
it's
to live in gratitude and make kindness and your compassion your compass.
boy,
That
is
we
that
can
the
do for
truth.
ourselves.
And you live that every day, and that's why you're so loved and so respected. And I'm honored as a brand founder that you chose me. I mean, we're together 4 years.
It's
I don't.
amazing and it's so great. And you've never looked better.
Oh, well, I lost a lot of weight.
I know it is. It's very flattering.
It doesn't hurt. I got to tell you, I knew I had, the backstory for me was that I'm a single mom. I raised my kid on my own. I was building the business, and I was also taking care of my mother and sister. My sister had some issues physically and mentally. My mother was aging, and my life was about everybody
Yeah.
else. And then I literally got sick from all that. I got, breast cancer during that time, lost my best friend to ovarian cancer,
Oh,
and came out of the darkness not too long ago because my sister and mother passed in 20 and 21 within a year of each other.
hi.
And
Right.
I was in,
COVID.
you know about grief because you're going through it,
Yes.
losing
Yes. I love
your father.
beloved father. I mean, I feel like I've been connecting with him. Like he keeps showing up, and I know the dog sees spirits, and I look around and I don't see anything, but I know the dog sees him. And I said to, I started talking to my dad, and the dog like looked into my eyes, like stared into my eyes, didn't blink. Her whole face became more muscular. And I think he was, like, trying.
Coming through. He was
Yes.
coming through. Wait,
Yeah.
did Angel know?
No,
Did
just stared at my eyes, not blinking, open. And, she's got one blue eye and one brown eye. And I started talking to my dad at her. And when I finished, she just kind of collapsed on the floor
oh my God.
and lie down. Yeah, it was definitely like a whole thing, and I feel so blessed. But when he was on his deathbed, I said to him, Dad, I know that you think that dead is dead, but if you transition to the other side and you think, Fran was right, please, please let us all know that you're okay. And he has been, and he's been, I get these very vivid, like, moments of dreams with him at different ages. And the other night he walked into my bedroom in the dream, and he must have been in his 30s, and his hair was black, and he was holding me as like a 6-year-old child. And he didn't look at me in the bed. He just walked into the room and looked at something for ahead. And I think that he was just giving me a message that, just look forward. I got you. I'm holding you. It's okay. So, it's the signs all around us. The Italians, where they make your product, they call it Il Signe. And the Italians live very close to the signs of the universe, signs in everyday life. And I love the hummingbirds. They always come, and I always feel like it's a visitor from the other side because they're such magical birds. But then these, like, moments of very vivid dreams, and also this thing with the dog. And I know that I brought the dog when I thought that my dad was kind of on his deathbed, because I wanted to be able to stay at my mom's indefinitely, as long as she needed me. But then also, I know she sees spirits. And he had just passed. He was still in the bed. And Mom said he's getting cold. He doesn't like to be cold. And I said, Mom, he's not even in that body anymore. And with that, the TV turned on by itself. And the dog looked down the hallway away from us. And I said, look, Mom, the TV just turned on, and look at the dog. She sees him. And, we've just been, Mom sees this, like, gray, smoky ball next to where his easy chair used to be. It comes and goes, but when it's there, she knows it's him.
Does it bring closure? Does it make you feel better? Like, is it helpful?
I think it's definitely helpful, because it kind of is a little reinforcing that there are many different dimensions to this experience that we have as these energy forces. And what we do here on in this life is only the tip of the iceberg, maybe. And that's why I think that what we really have to do while we're here is just try and be very good and very mindful of other people's all life, not just people. I don't even like to kill ants. I mean, I don't use any pesticides in my house, because I know that that has a negative impact on our body. But it's this is a journey. This is a big classroom, and everything that happens is our opportunity to grow. So we always have to ask, and this is kind of very Buddhist, why is this being presented to me? And it may not always be a pleasant thing, but what can I learn from it? How can I become better for it? What would be the best way I can respond to this on my journey of self-refinement?
Yeah.
I've been through so many things, and I didn't, and I keep handling bad things better as time goes on, from being in denial initially when I was a victim of a violent crime, that I was in trouble as a result.
I remember this.
The cancer helped me to become more in touch with my vulnerability and ask for help. And grieving is an opportunity to lean into your pain. And I've been very gentle with myself for several months now. And believe me, talk about losing weight. I gained weight. I never gained weight I actually lost weight through COVID, but I gained weight when Dad died, because I just didn't have the energy to diet. And I'm naturally thin. I'm always in front of the camera. I have to really watch what I eat. I'm always mindful of that. And I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. If I wanted a big bowl of pasta and that was going to give me some kind of comfort, I just did it. Now I'm beginning to work my way towards, you know, maybe being less out of sorts. And so I find that I'm writing again because I mean, I'm expected to write another book and I just didn't have it in me. But actually, the whole thing with the dad has become my portal. And I was saying to my book agent the other day that, I feel like it's kind of cracked me open, and and in a good way, it's going to really expose a lot of deep feelings that maybe wouldn't have appeared in the book if I just sat down feeling great and decided to write it.
Yes.
So I, yeah,
And people need this,
yeah,
they need those learnings. People who are going through grief who don't know how to lean into it. People who may not have had as much adversity or so that's going to be so much a part of your book. I can feel it.
yes. And I'm about to start a wonderful indie film. Well, it's A24, which is actually a pretty big studio, but it's Josh Zafty, who wrote Uncut Gems. He's
Really.
That's the one that Adam Sandler starred in and got an Oscar nomination for. So he's doing another movie, and this movie stars Timothy Chalamet, and I'm playing his mother,
Oh
and Gwyneth
my gosh.
Paltrow is in it. So I really feel like, and I already shot Spinal Tap too, so that I'll have some
Oh,
interesting
I
indie
didn't know
films.
this.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
yes. So
This is
it's great,
unbelievable.
great things. I mean, I just feel so grateful because first becoming president of SAG-AFTRA has kind of, like removed me from my own career a little bit because it's a huge undertaking. And we had the strike and the big $1 billion contract. And then I thought, oh my God, I'll probably never work again because none of the opposition is going to want to hire me.
I
And
never thought about that. Oh my
oh yeah,
God. Yeah.
yeah. When I did Sunday Morning on CBS, I said, there's a blacklist with one name on it. How do you do? But
Oh my
now
God.
that I got a full job and it shoots in New York City,
Is it a dramatic role or is it
yes,
comedy? Oh, dramatic.
no, it's dramatic. And I've had the opportunity to do drama several times in my career, but obviously, I'm known as a comedic actress. But it's always, a thrill to be acknowledged for. And the interesting thing was, and I think this is why I started to say this, was because the director said to me, I know your story. And I'm a big fan of your work, but I think there's a lot in you that you're going to draw on for this character. So, it's like as an artist, we use what happens in our life, and it becomes very cathartic too.
Very, very, very.
I'm in this kind of somewhat raw space, and I think it's going to be very useful for the movie. I'm going out to New York on Monday,
And how
and
long will you be shooting in New York?
till the end of November,
Oh my gosh.
and then I'll go to Mom, and then I'll come back here for the holidays.
Oh, that's wonderful. What good timing too for you.
And I want to also thank you because I don't know whether the ladies out there and men know that with this kit, which you're calling the Fran Drescher CancerSchmancer kit, uh,
Yeah.
and it comes with this cute brush. Yeah, 50%, 50% of the proceeds goes to CancerSchmancer. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful to you because, we're both women kind of uh, try and do things on behalf of the greater good. Life has to be about purpose.
100%.
So, it's great that you're taking your brands and applying it so, to help people take control of their bodies. Cancer. People don't realize how much their cancer. And it's interesting because you said you were so stressed for so long, and you feel a connection between that and the breast cancer. And there's always like a trifecta with cancer. It's not a bug that comes and bites you and all of a sudden it turns into a cancer. It's low level inflammation. It's a lot of stress. It's trauma. Genes, yeah, trauma is a killer. And that's why I think ultimately I got the uterine cancer, because I didn't deal with the rape.
You didn't.
And
You didn't heal from, you didn't get help?
I tried a little bit of therapy, but I was so in my superwoman mode that I thought I can handle it because I wasn't connected to my pain the way I am now. And I'm a much more well-rounded human being as a result of allowing myself to feel and not having to wear this mask of always being so strong when what's that about? It's like you got to feel your feelings or it's going to turn into a cancer.
And I wasn't feeling them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was pushing everything down, pushing everything down.
Well, they say, and I've talked about this even in my book, CancerSchmancer, that the role of the caregiver is very difficult. And it's, so much stress because you can't fall apart in front of the person that's profoundly ill. And you get on this hamster wheel of doing to a fault because it ends up costing you significantly.
It's hard to do the balance though when you are a caregiver. It's hard to find a way to maybe put yourself first or even know to take a minute and realize what's happening to you. It was hard.
I think that's why I always tell people to go to therapy at least once a week.
What I did.
Have that. You did?
That's what I did.
Place where you can lay on a couch and have the opportunity to make it about you, to kick and scream and cry and say, why me, Lord? Why is this happening to them? And why is this happening to me? And it's not fair.
No. And that was my savior.
Outlet, and you have a trained ear, somebody that can really guide you out of the depths of despair.
This is such an important message, Fran. This message is, I pray to God that people listening today, near and far.
Yeah, they're listening. They're there. They're listening. So I'm grateful to you for this. First of all, it's great. Anyway, I don't know if we should just mention.
It's called it's the Geller's Greatest Everyday Heroes Baked Face and Eye Trio. Yes. So it's
basically wearing it now, except for mascara on and lipstick and stuff. But what's in here, which is so convenient, that half light, half dark one, that finger is pointed to that is for the eyes. So you have the dark thing that kind of defines the eye, around the eye, gives it a nice smoky look, goes in the crease, all of that. And then you have the lighter one that you put on the lid to make it really pop.
Yeah. In fact, there's the blush and the highlighter for
it's your signature thing, this marble. I've never seen that before. It works like gangbusters.
I must tell you,
everybody knows everything from Italy is great.
When I discovered this product, it was probably almost 2 decades ago. I stumbled on it. I didn't know what it was, and then I went to the factory in Italy, and I learned how this is made. There is nothing in the world like it. It's not machine made. It's made by artisans, by hand. Only women work in the factory. They can only do a certain amount per day. It is
I love
so
that.
beautifully handcrafted.
You feel it as soon as you put it on your skin enjoys it. You know, I always say that if you don't put good products on your skin, and I don't mean expensive
No,
products.
it doesn't have to be
No,
expensive.
it has to be quality in the sense that it's not perfumed. It's not, got a ton of chemicals.
Fillers and binders. Yeah. Yeah,
Your 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 skin knows the difference.
for
It's a living
sure.
organ. It
That's right.
knows.
That's right.
Either going to say, "Oh my God, here we go again," or "Thank you."
I'd love to share with everybody because a lot of people are asking where to get it, and it's actually on our site on laurageller.com.
Okay.
And if you use the code FRAN45 in all caps, so FRAN 45 in all caps, you will get during the month of October 50% off of that collection that you're holding
Yeah.
up. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. 50% of the proceeds will go to CancerSchmancer. I want to correct
Right.
myself.
It's
So
45% off just for this, or for all.
it's for all
That,
baked makeup,
that
45% off.
No, I'm gonna actually uh, post that because I want to make sure that all my followers know that if they buy any of the baked items between now and midnight, right?
Actually, the whole month of October, right?
No,
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm saying everything wrong.
it's the
Okay,
whole
wait.
month of October that 50% of the
24 hours. You're right,
yeah.
Fran. I'm sorry. I should know this.
This is for the whole month of October. 50% goes to CancerSchmancer. So definitely buy this because you help me help you.
Thank you. That's
And
right.
but just until midnight,
45% off.
45% of all the baked
That's
products, which is what
correct.
we're talking about.
And we're writing it.
You go into the website, and that's what the Fran in caps 45 is.
That's correct. And we wrote it in the website. So on this chat, it's in
Right.
the chat. So if anybody forgets, and by the way, there's so many people international.
Reference because this one on the beach was just saying, she loves the baked items. I have to text her and tell her it's 45% off, but you got to order it now.
Yeah, it's 24 hours. But I wanted to say that we do.
So does that mean when did it start? It ends at midnight. Is it midnight tonight?
It's 24 hours. So midnight, probably. Let's see. I'm going to have someone fill me in so I don't say the wrong thing. But I also want to say, for those of you asking who are living in other countries, especially today, we do ship internationally, but shipping is not going to be inexpensive.
Oh.
And so
all your friends to order, and then it comes one shipment and goes to one address.
That's what people do very often. Like somebody wrote me the other day and they said they got the CancerSchmancer kit that you worked on with me, and they bought them to send to their family in Europe. They live here.
Yeah.
So they wanted to make sure that they got it.
These depend on people that live here to ship stuff to them because a lot of the imported stuff is much more expensive
No kidding.
Yeah. To buy. Even like Levi's jeans.
I know. It's so crazy. It's till midnight tonight. So in the East Coast, New York time, midnight tonight, which means it'll be over on Friday. It's not, you can't get the 45% off.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's on all the baked products.
Anything baked.
But this is all of October, and it comes with this cute thing.
Double
and
blended brush.
I don't know, I mean, because you always put these nice mirrors in, and it's so lovely. There's something kind of beautifully old school about it that I love because I'm always like with the separate mirror and, and it's just.
And too many compacts. I stopped working at a complex because we have the most wonderful palettes, baked palettes, that we offer such a variety. I no longer can open up 5 million little different things. It's
Yeah.
just easy to, this one is blush, highlight, eyeshadow, and eyeliner all in one thing, and the double-ended brush to do. And it goes to a good cause. And for those of you who haven't gone on CancerSchmancer's website,
I use on the eyes.
yep,
And as big a size I use.
and for highlighting the small
And the
side.
highlighter, yeah, you can put it there with the small one, but once you get the brown shadow on it, it's not as easy.
No, that's true. That's true. But this is for here. So you go like that, and then you
that, and then do this on the apples of my face. Yeah, you gotta like pick a lane with this.
yeah, it's true.
I mean, but everybody's different. You all do what's good for you. I use this for the eyes. I use this for the face.
That's okay. Yeah, pick a lane,
And
whatever your lane is.
sometimes I don't even use the products as it's intended. I love it's very versatile.
Yeah.
So, people will figure out for themselves too, because that, you did that kind of it's the bronzer lift, cheek lift,
Yeah.
like a sponge, and you do this and this. It
Oh, the serum bronzers. Yeah.
it looks dark in the roll up thing.
It's a roll up stick.
And I'm going to Florida to see my mom, and I mean,
does she wear makeup? Does she put makeup on?
Oh yeah. Well, Sarah in your office, she's very generous with Sylvia. Yeah. Whenever there's like a gift set, mom gets it, and it's a nice price. So I thank you for that. But I don't even know if you're aware, because I happen to have been in South Africa on a safari.
I was aware. I watched the whole thing.
I was I needed that trip like a fish needs water. I was so depleted. Yeah. And I travel halfway around the world to be with the elephants. And, but I was with a couple of women, and they said, because they saw that I had just posted something. What is that cheek serum thing? And I said, I brought it, of course.
Did you have that actually on you when you went?
Yeah, because I knew that I'm on safari. I'm not going to wear a lot of makeup. That gives you such a
warmth,
almost a little bit of tan. Just a little bit. I can't even, I think it's going to last such a long time because you don't need a lot.
No.
You just put dot, and then you do this, or you can use a brush, which I also do, and put it, and I use the brush and I put it to give that, I talk about it all the time with Laura Geller, that I like that sun-kissed look because it gives you that youthful lift. And it just gives you an inner glow. See, your products don't seem to sit on the skin. It becomes part of the skin in a very natural way. And I like that too. But anyway, so these gals that I was with, I said, next time we meet, in the lobby, I'll bring it. And there I am. And one of my girlfriends was videotaping it. And I posted it.
I could not. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You were putting the serum bronzer on her face. Right. It's hysterical.
They asked me because they said, what do you think? I said, I'll tell you, I got it.
It's just unbelievable.
I have it with me in South Africa.
Unbelievable. What a trip that was for you, boy. I'll tell you.
I've done that.
I just started traveling in the last couple of years because I also, I worked so hard to build the business, and now I'm 66 and I'm like, it's my time, and I'm carving out time, and I'm starting my travel journey.
Yeah. Especially while you're so young enough to do it.
I know.
Because travel is tough.
I know.
It's just, I was so anxious. It's such a long flight to get there.
Oh, I know. I don't know if I could do that. I really couldn't.
Then that becomes the easy part. Then the little plane that takes you out, that's more challenging. then you're there and it's like, oh my God, you're in such utter peace being with these wild animals. And I love all
I
animals,
know
but
you do.
are so deeply feeling. It's, you have such a connection with them.
Oh,
Just amazing creatures. And I just hope that, uh, people stop killing them for their tusks.
I know, Fran.
I mean, humans can be so awful.
I know. I'm so glad that you speak out about all of these things. I mean, it's not going to stop the world from doing the wrong things, but people feel what you feel. I feel that, and I get so upset. It's
Yes,
it's
yes,
tragic. It's just they
yes,
are
yes. I
beautiful
know.
creatures.
Hell is of the people. That's what Sartre said, the playwright. Hell is other people. Because so many people, they're just such a mess. They're so angry. They don't have empathy. We have to desperately, as a species, elevate ourselves into cultivating empathy, which means we feel deeply what others feel.
Yeah, I think that's for me. I have always been an empath, and maybe that is part of also why I didn't take care of me, because I could tell when people need my help. I can tell when people need some kind gesture. And I wish the world, we need it more than ever now. I've never seen the world like this.
Oh my
It's,
God, we need it. We need it desperately as if, or we're doomed as a species, because the way we behave is unsustainable.
I know.
We have to, I've been in a lot of therapy, and I know that, first you have to recognize that you need to work on parts of yourself if you want to uh, be healthier
Yeah,
emotionally. And then, so you connect dots, you figure out, oh, why, this is why I'm going after the wrong guy all the time, or this is why I'm afraid to be alone, or this is why I'm in denial of my own vulnerability, and always helping others at a cost to myself, all
correct.
of it. So you connect all those dots, you figure out, how did that start? And you realize that's not really you. It's a veneer that you've become very comfortable wearing. But then you have to do the very serious and difficult work of behavior modification. And eventually you do
Yeah,
change and become a much better, much healthier, much more well rounded version of yourself. Well, generally, we humans have not really accepted that we're not, you know, the end all here.
yeah,
We actually are an extremely flawed species, and we're stunted in our emotional maturity.
yeah,
So we have to first acknowledge that and then obtain the tools to very consciously, each and every day, practice kindness, compassion, empathy.
yeah. No, it's so true. And I think about our fans, your fans, my fans, and there's never a minute that I don't think of them and think to myself, they may be going through something at this very minute. And I'm always mindful when I'm talking and speaking, wherever I have a platform, not like as much as you, obviously, but I'm always thinking, maybe you shouldn't say that, or maybe you need to say this because, like, I can't explain it. Like, sometimes I find that people will start talking about something they're going through and they don't even realize you may be going through something worse. I'm always trying to think it could be worse somewhere else.
Well,
And
that's
so don't,
that.
do you know what
That's
I'm trying to get at?
yes,
I think,
yes.
yeah,
Well,
it's,
first of all, imagining how this scenario could have been worse is even useful to the person going through something like you, me, or anybody out there that's listening, that it could be worse.
Yeah.
And, so don't lose perspective on that. But then also to be connected to other people's pains, to be sympathetic and empathic, that the people out there are going through very difficult times, very painful times, the depths of despair, as I call it. And that's, when I talk about my own struggles, I do it so that other people can appreciate that you can climb your way out of it. It's tough.
Really.
Believe me, it's very hard.
Yeah.
But something, life has presented this challenge to you. So
Yeah.
you have some options.
Turn pain
You
into purpose.
cemented in the negativity that this shouldn't happen, this shouldn't have happened, and be down on life. Or you can say, okay, this has happened. Now I
Yeah.
play the hand that's been dealt me.
Yeah.
I play it as graciously
As
and
you can.
courageously as I possibly can. I have to come out the other side, not the same
No.
person. It'll never be the
No.
same.
No.
But you have to find those little miracles, those little life lessons, those little growth spurts, so that when you walk away, you can say, I'm not glad it happened. I don't wish it on anyone, but I learned, I've become more refined as a human being. And in that regard, I am better for it.
100%. 100%. I want to make sure that I bring up what you are doing with CancerSchmancer. I want everybody to have an opportunity also to go to your site, to go to CancerSchmancer.com.
.org.
.org, sorry, right.
Okay.
And thank you. And because I learned so much from you when I went to hear you speak last year, and my head was spinning. And I want to thank you. So for those of you who are going through things health-wise, there's so much that you can do and tweak, even small things, because I certainly didn't do everything. But I made some fine refinements, basically, and I see a difference in my lifestyle. CancerSchmancer is one of the most impactful things that, frankly, we are so honored to be part of with you.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. I turned my lemons into lemonade and my pain into purpose. It does not happen overnight, but, as you climb your way out from under the boulder of, pain, grief, despair, somehow in turning your pain into purpose, it helps to make sense out of the senseless, and it empowers you
It
to
does.
heal and to share your story, and it helps other people as well.
That's
So,
right.
and I mean, CancerSchmancer is uniquely poised to help people by waking them up, shaking them up,
That's
educating,
the difference.
motivating, and activating them into looking around and making more mindful choices.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize that how they live equals how they feel.
Right.
Period. There's
No.
no wiggle room.
No.
And we live in a very toxic time, and manufacturers, for the most part, particularly when it comes to food, does not really,
Oh boy.
as long as you're buying, they're not going to say, wait, maybe that additive or that chemical isn't so good for the customer. They're not going to question it. We have a lot of power as consumers, and that the almighty dollar is the thing that's going to dictate more responsible manufacturing trends. But boy, if I had to say one thing, you are what you eat, and
The
you
truth.
are what you're eating is eating.
Say that again.
You are what you eat.
I know that.
are what you're eating. Is eating.
Is eating. Wow. On that note, can I say thank you? That's a big one. That's a big one. By the way, I'm looking at some of the comments, and someone said that they listen to CancerSchmancer reels while they're at the gym. I
Oh,
just saw that.
yeah, all of our master classes are available on our website. And we have had the most incredible speakers over the years. This last one that we did, not the one that you went to, but the last one in Los Angeles, in 24 was all about the brain. And just today I was thinking, uh, I think I want to do the next one all about the gut, because the gut is everything
Oof.
to
Oh,
our health. Now you go to CancerSchmancer.org, sign on, it's free, and you'll get my newsletters, you'll get, and you'll be able to access a ton of stuff.
the
And we
brilliant thing.
curate all year long fabulous doctors and authors that have actually questioned the status quo and thought there's got to be more. We got to do this differently. We can't be so reductionist. It's not just about waiting till you get sick. It's about what's making us sick.
Yeah.
And
And
what
I learned
got
from,
sick in the first place.
yeah, I learned from you so much about being your own advocate, because it doesn't happen easily. I also want to give a shout out to your bestie, Susan Castle Holland.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Sue was my executive director, but I've known her since she was a teenager.
I want to tell you, I saw her last week in Los Angeles, and she came to an event that we had, and she's so passionate. And we want you to do something in New York City. You have to come.
Okay,
You
yeah,
have to
that
do it
would
here.
be wonderful. Yeah, we should put our thinking caps on.
Yes, I already have.
Oh, okay, good. So we'll talk about it. But yeah, Sue lives the life, and that's important because she's the executive director of the organization, and she walks the talk.
She sure does. And
Yeah.
she's talk about compassionate. It makes sense that you're besties. It really does. But also, I want to just thank everybody who tuned in. This is going to be live on Laura Geller Beauty's page. So if you missed any of it at the beginning, it'll be there. And then don't forget till midnight to put in Fran 45, all caps, no spaces, for 45%. Sorry, yes, 45% off all baked makeup.
Yeah.
And through the month of October, 50% of the proceeds of this amazing kit, and it's called Geller's Greatest Everyday Heroes, and the brush will go to CancerSchmancer. And by the way, we're extending that offer.
That's very nice.
We're extending it through the end of the year after October for 20% off. So if you miss it,
that's so nice.
oh, 20% proceeds, sorry. Don't leave me to this. I mean, I don't know how you ever remember a script in your lines. I could never, ever do that.
Oh, well, I mean, thank God I can still remember.
Oh, I know.
But I mean, I've worked with very old, brilliant actors, and you can see that they're getting anxious because they're losing a line. And I said, you only have to say it once right.
That's true. That's true.
Say it right once.
That's right.
I should say.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
we'll just keep doing it until it comes out right.
That's it. We're not going to do it wrong. That's for sure. No matter what we say, it's with good intentions, and we've got hopefully a message across to so many people tuning in today. And thank you for taking the time, Fran.
Thank you for your generous support of Schmancer. And everybody should go onto Laura Geller Beauty and start buying stuff, because it really is a good product.
Thank you.
And this is in support against 50% of the proceeds. That's really very generous and decent. So definitely buy this.
Yes, for sure.
Through the end of the month to get the 50% of the proceeds to CancerSchmancer. And then the baked products, if you love them, like my friend Gretchen, then you got.
Send her my best. Send her my best.
I will.
Best.
She's so happy. Wait, I got to tell her.
I'm excited that you're coming into New York. You're going to be very busy, but if you ever need anybody, Sarah and I are here for you.
Do you come
And
to the city, or are you always in the
no, I
country?
live in
Oh,
Manhattan.
you live in
Yeah,
Manhattan too. Okay. Yeah.
I'm here. This is my apartment. I'm here all the
Oh,
time.
good, good.
We
I know
love you.
God for Zoom.
Yeah, thank God for Zoom. That's for sure. Good luck with the
Mwah.
filming, honey. Good luck,
Thank
and
you so
thank you for
much. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura Galabeauty. Thank you to all the people that tuned in today. We really appreciate your patronage, and it's really a good product, no joke.
thank you so
Mwah.
much, honey.
Thank
Mwah. Speak to you
you.
soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.